rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he wasn't even able to get back to the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll give it to him again. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. Now they're forced to punt.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident and believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. You want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's off to the races. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown tie.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They're trying to get to him. Connection to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll try the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Quarterback on the keeper. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. And these guys guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and
the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
On second down, wants to throw it. Sends it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down. On the option. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
The end of the first quarter. For Alabama, 14. Mississippi State, 7.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. They get to him as he throws. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Going to the ground. The stiff arm gets him loose. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. Ball in the air, intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so...
He wants to take the top off. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the hit.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job on the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off of it, this game is not over. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Ball State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give from the gun. Fighting off the defender. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They'll go to the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Motion from the offense. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I'll tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem there.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Oh, they knock it free. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to take off. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get it first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the 1st down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive. Give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
From the gun, the running back has it.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. On the move, he fires. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He leaves it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And they can't make the connection.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. It's complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Keene. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the... So that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Slings it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Handoff to the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him out of the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Right back to the well. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes...